Is your trackpad on your laptop getting difficult to click? Is your laptop not closing completely these days? Well, you may have a bulging battery. If you're experiencing either of these issues, you should replace your battery. It can be a fire hazard. Replacing your Dell laptop battery is easier than you think, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it in just a few simple steps. Did you know that the average laptop battery only lasts 2 to 4 years? That's right. If you're feeling that your Dell laptop is running out of juice way too quickly, you notice that it's overheating, or you notice that bulging or performance issue with your touchpad, it's probably time for a battery replacement. Stick around because today we're going to tackle that together. In this comprehensive tutorial, I will guide you through the process of replacing your Dell laptop battery with my easy step-by-step instructions. Note that batteries on most laptops, regardless of brand, are replaced in a similar manner. Here are a couple of examples of laptop batteries that are bulging. This is generally caused by a buildup of gases due to a number of different factors. This is what my battery looked like. I started having a difficult time with the touchpad not responding properly. If I had not replaced the battery, it might have permanently damaged the touchpad. I opened up the case and found that several cells were bulging. First, you need to know the model of your laptop. The Dell website lists 6 possible methods to find your Dell model number. I could not find mine using any of the first 5, but was able to find the model using the BIOS option. To get to the BIOS, at startup, push F2 repeatedly. Be careful not to make any changes in the BIOS when you're in there unless you know what you're doing. There will be a link to the Dell page that describes how to find the model number in the description. I went to our friend Amazon to order a replacement. Of course, Dell suggests using Dell replacement parts, but I couldn't justify the extra cost, so I looked up batteries for my model of laptop and ordered one. Guess what? Yep, you guessed it. I got the wrong battery. The last verbiage in the description for the battery I purchased said it was not a replacement for the 97 watt-hour battery. Sure enough, it's a 56 watt-hour battery and I had the 97 watt-hour version. So back it went to the seller and I ordered the 97 watt-hour replacement. The battery comes with screwdrivers and a pry tool. I prefer to use my own, but for those of you who don't have a set, it's a nice convenience. Make sure your laptop is shut down and unplugged. Safety first, folks. Start by removing the 10 screws around the perimeter of the back cover. These are Torx screws. Mine took a size T5 screw bit. Then remove the 2 cross-point head screws that are in under the center flap. That's a J1 screw bit. Slide your fingers under the bottom edge of the case, close to the hinges, and lift. You can see the cells that look like fluffy pillows. Those are supposed to be flat. Remove the 7 M2X4 screws from the battery. These also take the same cross-point bit. Slide the battery up and out just a bit so the connector is more accessible. Pull the connector out towards the battery. You may have to use your fingernails on either side of the connector and work it by going back and forth from side to side. Here's the replacement battery. Notice how all the separations are flat. Place it back in the cavity. Reattach the connector. Be sure it's connected all the way. Replace the M2X4 screws. Replace the cover. Replace the cross-point screws under the center flap. Replace the perimeter screws. Lift the system over, open it up, and power it on. My battery came with about a 75% charge already on it. The touchpad works perfectly now. Be sure to take your old battery to a responsible battery recycling location. Where I live, we can take them to interstate battery locations for recycling or Staples stores. Not all recycling locations accept batteries, so be sure and give them a call before heading down. So just by removing a few screws disconnecting the old battery, replacing the new battery in the cavity, and replacing the screws, we have given more life to our laptop. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Next up, for you gamers, my son replaces his 16 gigabytes of RAM for 128 gigabytes of rhinestone-studded LED dancing RAM. This has been Tech Grandma. Bye for now.